Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching from. It is currently 5:45 a.m. Pacific time in Southern California, and we have almost a quorum. So hopefully we only have one link today. And for this pre-market analysis on successful trading for Friday, September the 4th, 2020. In the room, I recognize Miss Kaniza, Miss Dora, how are you? Mr. B, as usual, Miss Michelle, and we have somebody hailing from my beloved Douala. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what Douala is by now, that means I'm doing a horrible job. Yeah, so we can say hello to Mr. Prince Goista from live from Douala. So, but if you don't know what Douala is, well, ask Miss Lorraine where Douala is. I'm sure she will definitely tell you. Share her passion with uh, with Douala. Wow, wow, wow. That's I'm not sure if it's Mr. Prince himself because obviously I know who I'm speaking to. I'm referring to or somebody who is using his name because I'm thinking that Mr. Prince is relatively busy right now, about now, though it's only 1:45 p.m. in the afternoon in my beloved city of Douala. Those catching us from Hong Kong, where it's currently 8:46 p.m. From Doha, it is 3:46 p.m. in the afternoon. New Delhi, it's currently 6:16 p.m. in the afternoon. And we shall not forget Mr. H and those catching us across the Atlantic Ocean in London and the rest of Europe. It's currently 1:46 p.m., just like in Douala. London and Douala share the same time zone, which is not the case for Paris, you see? You didn't know that. And last but not least, we say hello, greetings to our many, many members who watch us, who catch this show either live sometimes or in playback from Singapore City. Yes, I have statistics. I've told you that, right? Google on YouTube. So they give me statistics about everything, where our viewers come from. So we appreciate you. Well, I cannot begin to tell you. For me, every time that I look at the number of users that have subscribed to this YouTube channel, that started from nothing. Just that story by itself, I could write a book about it. That's not the time nor the place. For now, you are tuned in for pre-market analysis for September the 4th. And today, really, I spent a lot of time yesterday thinking, I mean, because as the markets was trading yesterday, for me, I was just waiting to see what type of feedback I was getting. So in the evening, as I spent time with Mr. Wayne, we were talking about the market and some other things about life. Yeah, that's the thing. When you come to one-on-one, for some people, I don't know if, yeah, for most people, because for me, this goes more than it's more about life in general than just trading. Trading is just what brought us together on here. But Mr. Mr. Wayne actually gave me a couple of pointers, so I am not sure. Mr. Wayne must be busy with something they did this morning. But I want actually to share which that he told me because I was asking him all of these questions about uh, are the trader scared or frightened by the fact that the market is going down like yesterday? Yeah, because for yesterday for me was the easiest market to trade. And I've always said this, and people could say, well, that's easy for you. I want to spend almost the majority of this show this morning to show you the very thing that happened yesterday and why I will qualify it as an easy market to trade. An easy market to trade, by definition, is a market that gives us a direction. You just trade that direction. Meaning that if you pick 10 stock, at least 9 of them, they will be going in the direction of the market. And that's what happened yesterday from the get-go. So I want to spend the time this morning to show that and maybe give you one pointer that I got from Mr. Wayne. So the wise man is Mr. Wayne this morning. What happened yesterday? So for that, I'm going to switch my screen, not switch screen, but I will just pop in charts, and I want to make sure that you guys are seeing that. And on the chart you're going to be seeing now, you're going to see my pointer number 1. You're going to be like, what happened here? What's going on here? What is this guy talking about? Did he drink something? So let's see, make sure that you can see the screen. We have about 15 people. So, yeah, I see that in the control screen. That's what you guys can see. I was just biting my time there. So you are seeing a chart of QQQ. So I will show you how I come about this. Yes. So we're with Mr. Win. So I discovered, okay, maybe because some of you have told me that, yeah, and some of you out there who are catching the show, you are not subscribers. I'm talking about the subscribers who have come to one-on-one. You haven't traded puts, yeah. A puts, it's what, if you are new to option, puts is what we trade when the stock market is going down. So let's say you ask your significant other yesterday came and then asked you, how did your day go? You started by, honey, the market was red. Yeah, the market was down yesterday. Or they know that the market was down yesterday because those were the headlines, right? In the media, on TV, and whatever. And then he or she may think, oh, that means you lost money. You turn around and say, no, I made a killing. She's like, what? You are making money when the stock market is going down? You say, yeah. And I actually prefer when the stock market is going down. Why? Because this is pointer number one from my conversation with Mr. Wayne. Well, and this is a perfect illustration here, right? Notice how this is a market going up here on QQQ. QQQ, it's the ETF, exchange traded fund for the tech company. And if you don't know, we take opportunity here to educate folks, all right? So when I'm not assuming anything about my audience because it's broad. Trust me. We have a lot of people catching this broadcast for the first time. So QQQ, it's an exchange traded fund, meaning that it's a basket of stocks that are in there. Each one of them has a specific weighting. We know the top stock inside of QQQ, meaning that if you are trading QQQ, that means that you are really trading this, a combination of these, right? So number one is Apple, 12%. Number two, Microsoft, almost 12% as well. Amazon, 10.5%. Those are the top three, the big component of QQQ, meaning that any day that you see QQQ going up big or going down big, one of those stocks, most of these stocks that I'm giving you right now, they will be bound to trade exactly as Amazon, as QQQ. I'm going to show you an illustration of that just in 2 minutes time, yeah, by looking at the specific chart. What happened yesterday on QQQ, and I'm going to tell you that it was a mirror copy of the component that I'm giving, the top component that I'm giving you. So which are they? Let's start from the top. Apple, 12%. Microsoft, 12%. Amazon, 10.5%. Those are the big three. And then we have a drop off a little bit. Number 4 is Facebook, 4%. Number 5 and 6, it's Alphabet and Google. So Alphabet is the parent company of Google, in case you do not know. They did this stuff, let's say, 3 years ago or so. Number 5, it's Intel, and number 7, it's Intel. Yes, Intel, we usually know of Intel as being in the Dow Jones, yeah, but Intel is actually a component of QQQ as well. Number 8 is none other than our beloved NVIDIA. Yeah, this stock, I start trading this stock on May, I will always remember that. May the 14, 2016. It was worth $35 or so before the earnings, yeah. As of yesterday, it was trading over $500 something. So number 9, it's Adobe. And number 10, and not last, is PayPal. So when you have this knowledge, and this knowledge, folks, we have an article on successful trading on the blog. This is where you go about this thing because you can apply them in specific scenario to get yourself easy trade. But in terms of easy trade, so pointer number 1 on here on this chart, yeah? When the stock market goes up, it goes up in stairs. Stairs when nobody loves stairs. I mean, stairs are hard, yeah? Think about that. I love this analogy from Mr. Wayne yesterday, yeah? So when the stock market goes up, it takes stairs. If you live on the 10th floor or whatever, it's tiring to take stairs, yeah? But my friend, you know something else that you could take instead of stairs. So when the stock market goes down, like yesterday, it takes an elevator. And thus making it much, much easier. I wrote this stuff down yesterday. I learned this. You see, I'm learning myself, folks. What do you think? I told you guys, a lot of people who trade here, they actually give okay. And as we speak, Mr. Wayne Oops, sorry, I got startled every time because you guys don't know how I'm lighting. I'm getting the lighting here. So the lighting, my lighting is on a timer or whatever. So when you see me do this, I'm startled because it just goes off the dim itself a little bit. So yes, so think of the market going up, taking stairs. Just think of Mr. Wayne, okay, every single time that you think of it. And when the market goes down, use an elevator. So yesterday, the market was using an elevator to go down, meaning it goes down fast. Remember, options have this notion of time. So look at between the open yesterday, 6:30 Eastern, 6:30 Eastern, 6:30 a.m. Pacific time, and or 9:30 Eastern, QQQ posted a low of the day less than 2 hours later. Yeah? How many points was that? This was 298 to 286. That's 12 points. Here, conversely, and I'm not saying that they just allow me the comparison, right? 298 the previous day to go to 303, just 5 points, and it took the market 4 hours to do that. Over 4 hours and a half to do that. So what am I saying this? My question is, what do I need to do today and in the next 3 months or 4 months to get traders of successful trading to confidently trade puts? I'm asking this question because yesterday was one of those days. If I say that yesterday was an easy day to trade and somebody tell me that, or because you didn't trade any puts yesterday, then this conversation is for you. So pointer number 2 from Mr. Wayne. See what I did here? It seems as if, I don't know if the red color has something in our psyche, yeah, as individual. So I invite everybody who yesterday or who is not in sync with when the market is going down to change the color of the down candles from red to a different color. For me here, I made an executive decision not to put them in black. Yeah. I put them in blue. So because at least royal blue is the blood as well. So put them in blue. Don't put them in black. Wait, I'm so wrong for this. So put them in blue. How do we put them in blue? At least on here on our trading view, I will show you in a minute how to do that. Let me pause here for well, actually, can I do that if there's no feedback? Zoe Forrester, appreciate my content. Thank you, sir. So let me go here and show you how to do that. So here's a chart of Microsoft. This is what most of you have this chart set up. But my question was that yesterday, why didn't you trade Microsoft? Oh, by the way, let's look at the parallelism. Here's the 15-minute chart of QQQ. And here is the 15-minute chart of Microsoft. The only difference is the color. So let's do 2 things. I'm going to put them side by side. Yeah. And then, okay, so for now, on my left, we have Microsoft 15 minutes. So on my right, we have AMD. That's no bueno. We're going to go QQQ over there. So this is QQQ. And both are red. So yeah, I mean, hopefully it didn't change it. But here is Microsoft, yeah? And both are red. So notice now what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to go here and say settings. I'm going to go to my settings. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to change this. So the body of the candle, the border, and the wick, I'm going to change them to this blue color, yeah? Notice how it changed, yeah? Notice how it's changed. Then I'm going to change the borders as well. And then the wick, because my wick, they are still red. We don't want any red color because apparently I'm trying a psychological move here, study here. If red color bothers you and it's preventing you from trading puts, change it to blue. Don't change it to black for personal reasons. So same thing on this one. How do I do that? Right click and go to settings. And I'm just changing the body of the candle, the borders of the candle, and the wick into blue. Ta-da! So now the comparison. Again, how do I know which one I am watching at right now? It gives me, it's coincident that I chose the blue to highlight it. So Microsoft is on my left-hand side. This is the 15 minutes chart of Microsoft yesterday. Yeah, September the 3rd. So if you were trading this, folks, in here, what we have been teaching you, and we did do this. If you're considering joining Successful Trading for our subscription system, the first thing that we give you, it's an onboarding email with a video, which explains to you, there are 4 small videos in there, which explain to you when to enter trade. Because for us, we want to educate you. We want to empower you that, hey, a day like yesterday, you don't need somebody alerting you on your phone or whatever. You confidently, within the first 45 minutes, you took the trade on Microsoft. Why? Because it was posting, it was below VWAP. First of all, it gapped down. That's already gives you a direction. But you don't act on this candle because you're confident, you need confirmation. So we tell you 15 minutes or 5-minute chart, we close below VWAP. Typically, they like to do a retest of VWAP. In 4, 6 months, I will want you to enter this trade here after the rejection of VWAP. As of now, you are not confident enough. So I tell you, enter the trade when we post a new low of the day, this third candle. Yeah. So this was your entry yesterday. And the point that I want to make this morning, why was yesterday an easy trade? So I'm going to put it here. This is the entry. On below VWAP plus posting new low of the day. Yeah, it doesn't get any easier than that. But folks, after that happened, look what happened. The stock continued to give, this put continued to give you money. The stock never tried once to go trying to pass resistance, because now this line, this is my VWAP in orange, and here's my exponential moving average 8 period in yellow. We've talked about this crossing. When this one accelerates, you know that good things for your puts are happening. The stock's going to continue dropping because now it's saying that this movement here, these help me momentum. That's why I have several of them. So when the closest, the most recent momentum, because it's only taking into account the most recent 8 candles, yeah, crosses either this one or the VWAP, look what happens, folks. And that's what happened yesterday, meaning all that's required yesterday was walk away from the computer. Trust me, because when something like this is happening, you don't want to mess it up. But do what? The only thing at some point for you was the question, when do I take profits? Yeah. Do I take profits at 100%, at 200%, 300%? This was Microsoft yesterday. Well, if you think that QQQ was exactly similar, yeah? These two charts, they are not the same stock. How do we know? This is QQQ here. And when I click on the left-hand side, this is Microsoft. My friend, my aim here is that this become your bread and butter. When something like this happen in the market, you are not even thinking. Yeah? So this was, on the right-hand side, we have QQQ. On the left-hand side, we have Microsoft. We told you about another stock that's has the same type of a high constituent rather of QQQ. It's Apple. It's the same chart, folks. Yeah. Look at this candle here. Look at the time. It's my time is on the Pacific time zone. So 8:15 on Apple, it posted almost the low of the day. Yeah. I can guarantee you, if I go to QQQ, this is the equivalent candle, 8:15. When you're armed with this knowledge, trading had to be like taking an elevator. I wish I could hear people exchange after I do this. So what is your feedback, folks? Talk to me. What is your feedback? I want the trader of the subscriber of Successful Trading. What's preventing you on a day like yesterday to confidently trade a directional play on many stocks? Or if I don't want to dwell in the past, what is it going to take next time that we see it? And that next time, as Mr. Thomas is suggesting, it could be today. What are you going to do today? to change, which that you didn't do yesterday? I'm hoping that you got something out of this. It's currently 9:04 in New York City, where the markets will be opening in about uh, another 25 minutes or so. So if you are catching the live pre-market analysis on successful trading, we just went through making a suggestion about maybe changing the colors of your candles. Oh, I'm gonna change this back to red. Trust me, guys. For me, I like red. Not that blue is or anything. I like red. But if red is of a concern to you, my suggestion this morning is to change the color and then remember that when the stock market goes down, puts pay more because they take an elevator and into that acceleration. And remember, we talked about the in entry criteria videos. The videos, actually, we made 2 videos. Remember, on June 29, what, 3 of them, but we have 4 overall. That when you join successful tradings, we give you 4 videos. That's going to help you. If you master those 4 videos, you are ready to trade the same day. And I've seen traders here, yes, within the same week that's the joiners, they were making money. Some were even making 10 baggers the same week. Yes, true story, folks. True story. Go to our YouTube channel. You will find out what we're talking about. So all of the conditions yesterday were fulfilled into trading any type of stock at some point of the day. Meaning, even if you were patient, because the market just continuously kept posting lower lows as we were going through the day. I want to arm the traders, either those who are subscribers of Successful Trading or those who are enjoying our content, like Mr. Zoe Forrester. Mr. Zoe Forrester, where are you watching the show from? Like Mr. Zoe Forrester, to feel confident about recognizing when the market is providing, between quotes, easy opportunity. And when those easy opportunity come, do not be content to say, oh, I'm just going to make this small amount of money because this, and that. No, your job, because this is a job, your job is to pay yourself as high as possible without obviously being the so-called greedy. Yeah, but, and also we teach you that, oh, Mr. Zoe Forrester is in Toronto. Welcome, sir. We appreciate traders from Toronto. We have a lot of traders here from the land of Canada. So kudos to you for being followers of Successful Tradings. So yes, the other part is we teach you how to be aggressive without being greedy. Yeah, I think that's the right formula. Being aggressive without being greedy, meaning that do not be content into a trade is working for you, you exit the trade, and there are 5.5 hours left in the trading day. Come on now. Because those opportunities are far and few in between. Yeah, the day that the market is giving us money, we want to take as much of it as possible. And how do we do that? We practice scale exits. Yeah, so in the condition of yesterday, let's go back here to the screen. At some points on here, if you took profits, yeah, let's say 8. For us, we have talked about the trading clock. Remember that, the trading clock. 8 Pacific time or 11 Eastern, it's your decision-making time, yeah? Because if a trade is not working for you by that time, my friend, something has got to go. Something has got to go. That means that because if you enter a trade such as this one, right? Because you always enter when the stock actually is moving. We don't enter trade if the conditions are not met. When the conditions are met, they can reverse, they can stall, yeah? But we can recognize that. Either you take the opposite direction of the trade or you end up with a strangle. And with you end up with a strangle, your management style is going to be like this. Let me do that like this so that the camera can see me. Some of you know that. This means that, okay, just pick a direction market. I'm fine with whichever direction because I have a lock. I have the stock locked in the strangle. And on a day like today, there's going to be 6.5 hours of trading. If they want to dump the market and I'm sitting on strangle, which because it's the expiration day, right? I cannot take far out of the money strangle because, yes, some of you need to think of that, yeah? Taking far of too far. I mean, FAR, we do FAR here, trust me, because we know in average our stock moved by at least 8.5%, 9%, right? But starting on Monday, yeah? On Friday, it's silly. Options are cheaper. You see, I got started again. Options are cheaper, so we can afford to. It depends on stock. Certain stock, I mean, the $500 stock, yeah, $10 on a day is nothing. Yeah, a stock like Nvidia, $10 in a day, it's a breeze. They do a $10 on the first candle, or even Apple. Look at this here. The first 30 minutes, Apple 2 days ago on September the 2nd went from 136 to 127 something. That's $10 move. Imagine. You know how much money you would have made here in just 30 minutes? So yeah, that's trading. That's trading right there. So we want you to be confident about trading directional market. If that direction happens to be a bearish direction, no fuss about it. No fuss about it. All right, folks. So in the 5 minutes left on here, what are we going to do? Let's go inside. I'm going to change my screen, and we are going to go inside, take a look at what's happening with the U.S. equity this morning. I believe there was a job report. I don't follow it. As you guys know, I don't hang my head. Oh, what are the numbers on the job report? And I'm trying to interpret if the number is above this, the stock market. I do not care about such things. Yeah. Maybe you shouldn't either. You shouldn't either. You just care about, is the stock below VWAP posting lower lows? I buy puts. And the moment they start giving me money, my whole thing is, how do I manage the position between, let's say, if I enter at 9, market open at 9:30, let's say usually they could take a good 45 minutes, trust me, to declare a direction. Yeah? We have seen that here inside of our Discord room. In the month of June, I remember a series of 4 or 5 consecutive weeks where we consistently traded puts on Friday on SPY. QQQ has been the one that's moving. So yesterday, put, before that, it was called pretty much every single day. So let's see if the series continue. We're sharing with you the pre-market view inside of Power E-Trade. And right now, QQQ is the only one that's lagging. All of the numbers, the banks, which we have talked about before, the banks, well, XLF is the ETF for the banks, right? ETF stands for Exchange Traded Fund. But we know a strong correlation that exists between the XLF and IWM, meaning that when the banks are running, the small caps, they have a high contribution from the banks. So here this morning, XLF, it's up 2.27%. If you are into quant analysis and patterns, this is something that you could potentially have anticipated. It's not the first Friday. So in our so-called, I cannot finish a show, folks. You know that we will be leaving in about 3 minutes here. We are talking about the boot camp on Monday. Yeah, folks, we're going to be teaching you how to do quantitative analysis of the type of question that which will be of the type, hey, what stock or what sector performed the best on Fridays? Yeah, if you have that knowledge, recent knowledge on here, you will have anticipated that the banks are up this morning through XLF. My friend, imagine a Friday you're waking up and you are going to a watch list. Let's go through the watch list on here very quickly. And you are seeing that on top of your watch list, you have JP Morgan, which is up 2%. Bank of America up 2.5%. JP Morgan is up 2.5% as well. Goldman Sachs, 2%. Wells Fargo, 2%. You see, 4 stocks of the same sector that are going well, that tells you the sector is going well. It's not the individual stock that are working. That's another thing we will teach you at the boot camp on Monday, September 7th. So if you haven't registered, your clock is still ticking, my friend. So this is the type of thing that you will learn about recognizing that. So this morning, be confident, be patient, yeah? The direction when it declares itself is not going to be a surprise, but definitely the first 15 minutes should give you one information and one information only, whichever stock you are looking at. What's the high of that first candle? What's the low of that first candle? And you're going to make your move most likely when, let's say, you are above VWAP and you are crossing either that high or that low. Simple enough, but my friend, challenge to execute, yeah? And it's my job to make sure that that's become bread and butter for your trading, because those are the easy trade. There are other type of way to enter trade, but as of now, I want to make sure that you master this basic foundation, because if you do, a day like yesterday, you will have made a it would have been a great second payday. Our first payday of the week was Wednesday, which it was calls, folks. Yeah, it was calls because everything was going up. And yesterday, so what type of trader are you as of now? Do you only make money when the market goes up? That's good. Congratulations. If you can consistently make money when the market goes up. But imagine how much powerful you will be when you start making money regardless of the direction. Yeah. If you can trade a stock like what was the example yesterday, B1. I always like to say that. And those best trade that at the end of the day, when for me, I'm rating my trade. If I can trade a stock in both directions, folks, that means I had two opportunities to make money. So B1 yesterday went up. We made money when it went all the way to 142. And from there, because we have been trading B1 for a while now, we know what happened to that guy when stretched. We take the 130 puts, and guess what? They finish in the money. These are the type of trade that every trader should be making if you are under the sound of my voice. If you have been waking up every morning at 8:45 a.m. to come to this show, you ought to be getting something out of this. Otherwise, folks, ask yourself, challenge yourself, what are you doing? Because this is you could be doing something else, yeah, more rewarding. So if as of now, I make this the day for you, we're in September 4th, 2020, make it a point for you to ask yourself, hey, what is holding you back in your trading? Especially if you have been here with successful trading for a month and a half, you are to be able to get results. If not, come talk to me. Come talk to me so that we can hammer whatever thing that is holding your trading back. There are opportunities. How do we know? We report opportunity at the end of the week every single time. Oh, this is how well our alert did. So if you are not a trader right now, successful trading, or you haven't subscribed to successful trading, this is your opportunity. We think that the next 3 months here, they are going to be something, right? You saw a preview yesterday. We can only imagine what the market's going to be doing in terms of opportunity and ability for us to confidently make money in this market. We thank you, everybody. We're going to give you about 14 minutes such that you can relax. I greet everybody who took the time from Douala, from Singapore, from Toronto, from London, for wherever you were in the world to be with us in this pre-market analysis. I'm just going to, when I look like this on this for you, is going to be, is my right, is your left over there. That means I'm looking at my screen where I see the chat. So we have a comment on there from Mr. Zoe Forrester. Mr. Zoe Forrester, where can we contact you? My friend, successfultradings.com. That's easy, yeah? Successfultrading.com. So for anybody who wants to contact us, when you go to successfultradings.com, you can actually chat live with us, yeah? And typically when I say with us, this guy most of the time, but please, during the trading hours, I may be distracted because I'm counting my money. I'm sorry. But no, typically if I see if I see I have a setup that enables me to keep an eye on my trading and talk with people. So yes, you go to successfultrading.com, you can talk directly to me, and it's free, by the way. Yes, there are over 75 articles on there that teach you how to become a successful trader. On that, we appreciate your time. We're asking you, please continue to subscribe and help us to hit the 1,000 subscriber challenge that we are hoping to make in the next few months on here. Thank you, everybody. Have a great trading session. Bye-bye.